Hello, my fellow golf addicts. This video is going to be the start of a three-part series on pre-swing fundamentals, so stick around and check it out. Hey gang, it's Paul the Golf Guy here, and we're inside of Go Low Golf in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is going to be part one of a three-part series on pre-swing fundamentals. Now, the pre-swing fundamentals are basically grip, aim, and setup. Aim and setup are kind of one and the same. We're going to separate them out because I think it's important to kind of do them individually. So today's video on grip. Grip, arguably the most important component of the golf, albeit the most boring. It is something that very few people like to work on, but it's really the only connection that we have to the golf club, and it is the way we control the club face. And remember, we talked in the last video about laws, principles, and preferences. The grip is a principle that controls your club face. So the law of club face squaredness is controlled by our connection to the golf club. All right? So with that being said, it's really important that you have a routine for your grip so that you do it the exact same way every single time. If every time you grip the golf club, your club face is open, closed, every time it's different, you're going to get a different result in your golf swing every single time, even if you swing the club the exact same way. So very important that you have a routine for doing your grip. I'm going to share mine with you. And again, the grip is where preferences come in. A lot of this stuff is things that you guys need to develop on your own. Figure out what works for you and what works best so that your grip and your club face are square. Some people like to approach from the side. Some people like to approach from the front. However you want to do it, I like to approach and set up to the ball first. I like to have my club face straight down the target line, obviously aimed at the target. Then from there, I pick the club up so that at that point, I know that my club face is square to the target. I then put my left hand on, and I like to set my finger down the shaft, fatty part of the hand on the club, and then just close my hand. That kind of puts it a little bit more in the upper part of my hand. A lot of people like it in the fingers, and then some people have it diagonal across the fingers. That is one of those things that is really a personal preference. And for me, I just have it a little bit further up in the hand. I think it's probably from my hockey days or something. I don't know. But once you wrap your hand onto the club and that club face is square, my fingers move that over a little bit. I just take these hands. I take my right hand and I just bring it down the shaft with my pinky off, so that it sits on top of those other fingers, and then I wrap it on the club. So basically both thumbs are down the center of the shaft. Again, that's a personal preference. Some people have it on the center, some have it off to the left a little bit. It's okay either way, as long as when you grip the club, however you grip the club, that club face is square, okay, and pointing directly at the target. Now, some people will have the grip a little bit further open this way. I like very, very neutral because I want to be able to make any changes that I need in the swing itself, not so much in the grip, until you've developed your swing enough so that you know what works best for you. At the very beginning, I think it's a better way to have your grip more neutral. With that being said, once I've gripped the golf club and I've got my club square, I know that when I step back to the ball, my club face is going to be pointing directly down the target line, directly down the target lines here, towards the target, okay? And with that being said, now if I look at this, you'll see that the back of my left hand is pointing towards the target, and the palm of my right hand is basically pointing towards the target. And that is the grip. Again, a lot of preferences come into play here. You'll also hear that, people talk about the V of your right hand going over your left shoulder. I don't worry about that so much as I worry about the club face being square. That's the only thing that I'm worried about, is that club face being square and pointing towards our target, putting my hands onto the club in a neutral fashion that allows me to make a good pass at the ball with a better chance of that club face being square and hitting the ball towards the target. So that's it for the golf grip. In the next video, we're going to show you what these aiming sticks are used for aim and setup. But for now, that's it in the golf grip. We'll see you in another video.